The Stewart off the street and look what happened.
It's all new with Kiefer Sutherland and Marv Albert tonight.
Tonight, from the tsunami zone, new fear for the children. Are the newly orphaned being sold as workers or worse? The U.S. military's massive relief operation. CBS News shows you how it works. And without a trace, a family's search for a boy who may have survived the tsunami, then disappeared.
Also tonight, struggling Delta Airlines takes a gamble and cuts airfares. We'll tell you what that will mean for you. And two mothers, two lost sons, and two very different positions now on the war in Iraq.
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather reporting tonight from Thailand and John Roberts in New York.
Good evening. With the U.S. military leading the way, the international effort to get relief to tsunami victims is gathering some momentum, and worldwide pledges of aid now top $3 billion. The number of confirmed dead remains officially at about 150,000. Some estimates are at least double that. The State Department today raised the number of Americans presumed killed to 36, with several thousand still unaccounted for. Australia sharply boosted its promised donation today to $810 million, putting it at the top of the worldwide contributors list. The sheer scope of the disaster is staggering. UNICEF reports 1.5 million children dead, injured, or orphaned. Children are especially vulnerable in Indonesia. CBS's Lee Cowan reports Secretary of State Colin Powell surveyed the damage there.
For a man who has seen so much of what the world has to offer, Colin Powell could find few words to describe what he saw today.
I've been in war and I've been through a number of hurricanes, tornadoes, and other relief operations, but I have never seen anything like this.
Indonesia is a graveyard for some 95,000 people. Seeing it with his own eyes, said Mr. Powell, made him realize just how much it will take to complete the recovery. U.S. helicopters continue to do the bulk of the rescue work, but they're ferrying survivors in at such a rate, patients are now overflowing onto the sidewalks at Banda Aceh's two working hospitals. This 8-year-old was one of them. Suffering from pneumonia, he may not make it through the night. But as bad as his fate is, it could unimaginably be even worse. Indonesia has one of the highest rates of child exploitation, either sold into the sex trade or auctioned off as laborers. And UNICEF's executive director fears the disaster has kicked those operations into high gear.
We know that there are criminal syndicates that are involved in trafficking in this part of the world, and we have a sense that they're already starting to set up here.
It is the most despicable of crimes, one born out of opportunity and tragedy. With an estimated 50,000 children now left orphaned as a result of this disaster, one aid worker said for criminals, the fruit has never been closer to the ground. In response, the Indonesian government has ordered that no children leave the country, and all adoptions have come to a halt. But keeping track of the thousands of child